Welcome to this week's video essay where we look at the twists in the spinal aid. I like the twists a lot. I like them a lot. As you can tell from the essay which went out on Tuesday this week, where I kind of write very poetically or express myself very poetically about them, because you really start to get to know the landscape of the inside of the body. What does that mean? It means that in some of the movements, your entire being is turning in one direction. But then in other parts of the movement, you screw your inside against it, like turning a lid on a jar or a bottle on a bottle top. So the outside is going one direction and the inside turns against it. So you have this kind of this revolving structures, or these revolving structures inside of you. But the real magic comes from when you release or soften the inside of your body. And we covered that in the first four movements, or rather the first three movements, set us up. So the back bend really set us up for that forward fold, where you can experience this amazing internal extrusion, this lengthening of the inside of the spine. Feels amazing. So we'll take a quick look at that. And then we'll look at the sequence itself, so front and from the side. It's pretty simple and it needs to flow, but the most important thing is as it flows, you don't let the previous posture just flow away. You keep the essence of it, you keep the flavor of it, you keep the sound of it, the echo of it. So as you move through the sequence, it builds the extension to the look, to the rotation of the arm, to the unraveling. All of those build upon each other because they set up the twists at the end, especially the very final twist, movement number 6 in the twists. Let's take a look. So, we begin really simply with this to here, the thrust. We've covered this before. This sets up the structure. This lengthens and tightens the fabric in the structure. This compresses the spine, lengthens it. The squeeze helps us around the spine, thrusting the tortoise. We then roll up, keeping all of those structures active. And here it is, the rotation in. This is the first element of folding in on ourselves. And as you fold in on yourself, and if you can, you soften the pelvic floor, close the ribs, but soften the diaphragm and the tummy. That brings about the back bend. So then here, as you fold, this is the experience I want you to take into the twisting sequence. This feeling of length coming through the spine, like you're folding backwards but being reached, pushed, driven forwards. So then all you need to do is you come down, and then we pick a hand and we just let the hand fall away. And as the arm falls away, it has weight, momentum. So you can just practice this to begin with, allowing the arm to fall away. Then you let it fall until it pulls you into the same foot. And you let it rotate all of you, so you're looking in the same direction as you're being turned. This next move is the first example of turning inside the body. As you look to the hand, it pulls the body in on itself. It kind of puts the lid on the jar, the bottle on the bottle top. So you're here, you let the arm go. And as you let the arm go, you just let it fall, and the weight of the arm, you let it pull you round. This is quite a relaxed shape. Your entire being turns away from you. But then you use your eyes, your intent to look at the hand. And as you look at the hand, you gather yourself internally. So part of you is turning in whilst the body is turning out. That creates this length. You maintain this length all the way around through to here, which is quite tricky really. It should feel like uncomfortable as the arm's being pulled up. This wants to feel uncomfortable. It needs to feel uncomfortable because you want your fabric, the connections in the body, kind of at their limit. That's important. So you're here, you let the arm go, it comes forwards, it turns you, you look at the hand so you spiral in, and then you follow it round. Make sure the elbow is on the knee, so there's lots and lots of support, grounding from the elbow, lots of structure. This arm keeps the extension it had here. You keep reaching through the fingers until the arm comes up. And then somehow you reach through the palm of the hand all the way, probably into this foot. And then as you come up, you switch into the same foot underneath the hand, and you look to the hand, which feels quite magnificent. So you're here, you've looked, you come round, the arm comes up, and then you unravel. Now, as I unravel, this arm comes up, stretching all of the fabric in that uncomfortable twisty place. So the shoulder girdle has to roll around the rib cage, but I find myself in the opposite foot, the cross energy foot. But that changes as I come up. I come into this foot. I reach down, I reach up, and lots of space appears in this side of the body. And as you fold, you want to keep all of that space in the body. Again, lots of structure here. This hand comes around to the back of the spine, and you begin by turning all of your being, all of your body, to look in the same direction as you're being turned. You then rotate the bowl, screw the lid on the jar, the bottle on the bottle top. And when you get it right and soften, that brings about the twist in the body. You've got the swing, you've got the look, you've got the reach, turning back time so you really feel that stress in the shoulder girdle. From the cross energy foot to the palm of the hand, it unravels. To the same foot, the reach. Keep the length in the side of the body, you fold. All of your being turns in the same direction, but then somehow you turn and rotate the bowl against the direction of the body, and you soften your pelvic floor, and that brings about this most amazing internal twist. Let's take a look at it from the side. We've come to here, and you've reached this point here where you want to get the feeling of internal length coming through the body. You then release, keeping the length, and the arm swings. So all of you turns away. You look to the hand, which creates this strength. Release through the inside of the body so you get the length. And then keep the length, elbow to knee, arm comes up. From the cross energy foot, the opposite foot to the palm of the hand, unravel, keeping all of this fabric tight. Keep the length in this side of the body and fold. All of you turns in the opposite direction, and then you turn your bowl against the direction of the body and soften internally. This arm then travels, all of you turns. You then turn your intent to look, soften the pelvic floor to bring the length, keep the length, elbow to knees, arm behind the back, turning back time, and then unravel from the cross energy foot into the same side foot. Feel the length in the body and fold, maintaining the length in the body. Having found this, all of you is turning in the same direction. But then you take your bowl and you rotate your bowl against the direction of the body and soften the pelvic floor, and the most amazing twist comes through the spine. This movement is delectable, divine, delicious, deep, a bit like taking a dishcloth and rinsing it out. Or a better thing is you've spilt the most amazing amber nectar that you don't want to waste anything of, but it's kind of gone on this beautiful, pristine, clean cloth. So to get all of the juice out of the spilt nectar, you rinse and you squeeze and you twist the cloth. And this amazing feeling comes through the spine. We're going to look at this again next week. But until then, give it a go. See if you can go through the sections, the 6 sections, and really feel as though you're threading them together bit by bit, like pearl by pearl, like mala bead by mala bead. Go well with your practice, have fun with your practice, and until next week. Bye-bye.